Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here. Welcome to XCOM, and I will be your commander for today. So, thank you first of all to everybody that signed up as a recruit. I'm very excited to start this. This first episode, ooh, look at him. Creepy. This first episode is going to be with the stock soldiers, because you have to go through the first mission with the soldiers that you are assigned, and then I'll start customizing after that. However, I'm going to take this first mission to kind of do a little bit of an overview slash tutorial of the game for those of you that don't have it. So here we go. We're going to start a single player campaign. We're going to play on Classic. It's an extreme challenge for experienced XCOM players only. I'm not experienced. This could be very difficult. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to enable Iron Man. As you can see, it means that we can't reload earlier saves, so it's going to make the saves for us, and our choices are cemented in stone. We will not enable the tutorial, however, because we don't need it. It just makes you build a bunch of things, and I prefer building other things in different orders. So, with that, welcome to XCOM recruits. I do want to also mention that biographies and soon journals will be up at greylionsgaming.com. I'll have a link in the description below. Make sure you check that out. There's a ton of really good ones.
Hello, Commander. In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
Here we go. Okay, so our first decision is going to be where we locate our base. So, I've played the start of this game probably 4 or 5 times, and this has a pretty big impact on how your early game goes. So, I'll run through each base and then make a decision. So, North America, you get aircraft and aircraft weapons at 50% off, and that includes building them and maintaining them. Europe, expert knowledge, laboratories and workshops are 50% less to build and maintain. Asia, future combat, all projects in the foundry and the officer training school cost 50% less. That's pretty good, I have to say. South America, we have ways. Autopsies and interrogations are completed instantaneously. In Africa, all in, monthly XCOM funding increased by 30%. So, here's what I'm thinking. Africa is probably the best for overall money, and money is very important in this game. However, one of the things that I really like is South America, where the autopsies and interrogations are completed instantly. And the reason that that's beneficial is when you're researching things, it takes a certain number of days to do this. when you're doing autopsies and interrogations, those take time, and that takes time away from researching other improvements. So if you can get those done instantly, it kind of puts you ahead of the game. So I think I'm going to go with South America, where our autopsies and interrogations are completed instantly. And with the money, we can sell stuff on the gray market. Usually, I'll get to that later, to make a little bit of extra cash. So here we go. So this
Brazilian authorities have requested our help, so that's where we're going next. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Okay, so this is Operation Stone Dawn. This is in Brasilia, Brazil, and gives you a quick mission brief over here. The site is clear, civilians and multiple hostile elements are present, collateral damage is not a concern. So sometimes they'll say, you know, don't do a lot of damage to the area or protect civilians. There's tons of different missions. There's terror missions, there's escort missions, abduction missions, there's all types of stuff. So it says sweep the abduction site and identify threats, neutralize all hostile targets. This is our current squad. We have 2 women, 2 guys. So some of you guys may be women. And some of you guys that have registered are not women. Hopefully you enjoy that. Some of the girls that registered might be men. So there's that. However, we're gonna launch our mission and it throws us right in.
Strike 1, this is Central. You are free to engage all hostile contacts in the AO. Don't take any chances.
So here's our squad. We've got 4 people right now. Eventually we can build the squad up in size a little bit. I'll just give you a quick overview of what's going on here. So this is our starting point where the our airship drops us off. And see all these red lines across the edge here? It might be very faint, but that is the edge of the map. This map, since the first one, is very small. And that's all you need to know about that part. Now, the next thing is each individual soldier has a number of spaces they can move. You can do a half move, which is anywhere in this blue area, or you can do a full move, or a dash it's called, into any one of the yellow highlighted squares that you see here. Once you do a move, it takes away an action point, okay? So these little things right here, these 2 flags are action points. And if you moved into the blue, it uses an action point. If you move into a dash, it uses up both action points. The reason those are important is because if you're going up to a blue move, a half move it's called, then you can still fire, you can still use grenades, you can still hunker down, whatever it is you want to do, you still have an action point, and that's very important. So the way I like to play, and especially because we're playing on classic difficulty, means I'm very cautious. My soldiers are very important to me, and that is the #1 priority, is maintaining and protecting my soldiers. So I usually like to move people from the back forward, kind of doing like a leapfrog approach. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to move extremely cautiously. And one of the key things that you need to do in this game is operate with cover. So as you can see, I'm sitting behind this garbage can here. There's a half shield, so that means that I've got half cover. Compare that with, let's pick someone else really quick to show you. See how there's a full shield? If I go against that wall, that's full cover, and so you're protected a lot more. That being said, I'm going to put this person into Overwatch, and what this means is that if they see an enemy that comes out into their line of fire, they will fire at them. It'll be a reaction shot, it'll be at slightly decreased accuracy, but this is a very, very smart tactic that you need to employ a lot throughout this game if you want to survive. If you just go in guns blazing, it's not going to work out for you a lot of the time, especially on Classic. Okay, so let's take Suleiman. I think he's in Civ 5 as well. And let's move him just up to the car, actually. And I've got a hotkey assigned for Overwatch, so I'm going to use that there as well. The other option I'll show you is Hunker Down. It doubles your cover bonus and provides immunity to critical hits, but reduces sight radius. So basically, if you know you're going to be getting shot at, it's probably smart to go into Hunker Down, and it'll provide you additional cover bonuses. But we're going to put this guy into Overwatch as well. This guy, I'm gonna go... Olsen, I want you to move up. Actually, just take cover behind this car for now.
On Overwatch.
And I'm gonna hopefully draw these guys out of wherever they're at.
On Overwatch.
Alien activity, okay. So I should mention as well, this is turn-based, so while it's my turn, the enemies cannot do anything. That's very, very important. Now, here's one tactic that I like to try. It's kind of like a pull. So I'm going to run up here while I'm still in the blue so I have an extra move. And if I spot any enemies, I'll probably retreat back here in hopes that they're going to come and chase me, and then my guys in Overwatch here can take a pop shot at them. Okay. No enemies spotted yet, so I'm going to put her in Overwatch as well. Olsen, we're going to need you to move up now, pal. Take a gander over here, see what's happening. Keep in mind, we don't know where the aliens are. They could be anywhere in this fog of war here, okay? So you have to kind of move up slowly in order to discover them. Suleiman, here's the thing. We're going to put you up at the garbage can now. And you protect
Got it covered.
our lady friend up there. Ruiz, you can take full cover behind the 24-hour sign, please. Merci beaucoup.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Okay, so that's interesting. So
Did you hear something?
you can see those sound waves. What that means, and there's a couple of things it can mean. There could be guys on the roof up here. That's right, you can climb the building. See this little ladder at the back corner there? You can climb that, but it's kind of inconvenient. So hopefully they're not all up there. You can see a dead civilian inside. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Feng Ho move.
Contact.
There we go. Look, we spotted some. Oh, jeez. Now, when you discover the aliens, or any other types of enemy in this game, they get a movement right away. It's usually reactionary where they'll just run away and hide. So they're not obviously just sitting in the open. But now that we know most of our guys or most of the enemies are situated back here, we want to make some smart tactical decisions about how to approach them. And flanking is a very, very important part of this game. So this person, I'm actually going to use a dash, and I'm going to run all the way to this double full cover area. And you'll notice I don't have the option to go into Overwatch at that point, because I used a dash. I would like to get a bead on this corner over here, so I am going to dash this person. Who we got? Suleiman? No, you know what? I'm not going to dash. I'm going to be a little bit more cautious.
I'm on it.
Going to Overwatch. And for you, we don't see anybody coming from this way yet, so I'd like to keep it that way. I'm going to put you up against this wall. And the windows here, you'll notice there's windows, so that gives you sight inside. If there was no windows here, we wouldn't be able to see as much.
I've got my eyes on.
So here we go. Look at all of our reaction shots.
He's down. X-ray down.
There we go.
Their weapons appear to self-destruct when the operator dies. We should look closely for any fragments that could be salvaged for our own development programs.
So every time an alien dies, they drop their weapon and it explodes into fragments, and you can use those for additional research, upgrades, etc., etc. Now, I'm going to move Feng Ho. I kind of want to move her right in there. But we know that they're outside, so I'm actually going to move her over here. There we go, we've spotted one. As you can see, it's sitting on the outside here. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This is basically all a dice roll. We have 25% to hit if we were to just shoot from right here. That's not a very good percentage. However, my only other options are to go into Overwatch and to go into Hunker Down. So what I'm actually going to do is See, here's the thing. If I put her into Overwatch, they just have it. They're gonna get probably shoot at me next time. So what I'm gonna do is actually hunker down. Use her as kind of... sounds terrible, but I'm using her as a little bit of bait. There we go.
Got it covered.
So now we're gonna move our way inside. Hopefully we don't uncover any more... Oh, I just dashed there. That was unfortunate. I didn't mean to do that. I really want to be cautious about uncovering more aliens, because if you get a lot going, it's very difficult. Look at that. Okay, so we missed. Now this guy's probably gonna get a shot off because he's very close. Yep. Ouch. Okay. So he took out 3 of my hit points right there.
Something never before seen in recorded history.
Not good. So I've only got 5 hit points to start with. It's very important. Now, if I leave this guy here and he shoots me next time, I'm probably gonna die. So I've got to make a smarter decision on where I put him now. Keeping in mind that that guy is also there. So I'm actually going to move this guy out. Put him on Overwatch.
Scanning.
And this guy, Olsen here, I'm going to have you throw a grenade because I know that that's a guaranteed 3 damage. But when you use a grenade, you don't get any weapon fragments, so that's kind of what you need to balance. But there's a ton of enemies, so I'm not super concerned about that at this point. I'm mostly concerned about keeping my soldiers alive. That's what's really, really important in this game. If I wasn't to use a grenade, I have a 51% chance to hit. That's pretty good, and I would probably, well, if I'm lucky, I'll hit it. But in this scenario, I'm going to use a grenade because this guy already hurt one of my friends. So, Olsen, toss that grenade and take care of him, please. May also blow up some walls.
You may
Boom.
want to instruct your men to exercise restraint when using explosives. While certainly effective at killing aliens, they also destroy the artifacts we're hoping to recover from the bodies. Just something to consider.
So, Dr. Valen is our research lady. And she always wants to get as many possible things to research as she can. Understandable. However, sometimes our priorities conflict a little bit in that regard. So I still have Ho here. It's a 45% shot now because, as you can see, the alien, it's what actually is called a sectoid, has moved up. So it looks like it could potentially be making a run for the roof because you can see that drain pipe there. I believe you can climb that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shot. Hopefully it hits.
I'll get him next time.
And I missed, so there's that. And what I'm going to do here... I'm going to move back inside. So that if we get any entry from that way, we can pop an additional shot with the Overwatch. He's taking cover. Looks like he's shooting. Oh!
Fuel's about to go.
Alright, so...
Help! Help! Someone help!
What happens with your rookies here is they panic, as you can see. And when that happens, you actually lose them for a round and they kind of do something unpredictable. Thankfully, she hunkered down, so... Well, the problem is that car's probably going to blow up and that might take her out. We could lose a recruit. That being said, we can't worry about that right now. We've got to keep making progress here. There we go, we're up against full cover. Ruiz, I'd like you to flank from this side, please. I could just go in through the rubble there, but I'm going to open the door.
Roger.
and just try to protect him in case he gets attacked. So if I was right next to that car, I'd be dead. Now I'm happy that she's hunkered down. Hopefully this doesn't hit. She could be gone.
Incoming fire.
There we go. He hit that car.
Fuel's about to go.
Now here we go. We got to take care of this alien big time. This could be trouble. I don't really have a shot with this guy. So I'm gonna keep him there in Overwatch. This individual, Suleiman, tough situation. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put him against the full cover. I'm gonna try another grenade. And let's see if I blow up this wall, if it'll take the alien with it.
Hoorah!
There we go. Okay, now, we know the mission's still on, which means there's still aliens out there. So we're back to, once again, being extremely cautious. And I'm kind of in the open here from people that might come that way. So I'm gonna get Ruiz. I'd like you to go in here, please.
Roger that. Scanning.
Ho is in trouble. As is our other friend up there.
On Overwatch.
Okay, we heard some footsteps there, did we not? Now the tough thing here is that wherever she runs to advance, she isn't going to have a lot of cover. Here's where I can go. But I'd like to start advancing with somebody with a little bit more health. We can't run through the fire. That's unfortunate. So Ruiz, guess what? You're taking point. I don't like any of your options, to be quite honest with you. I'll move you here. Hopefully we can get you to move up on the next run. Olsen, we're gonna have problems here. I'm gonna have Olsen go back to the pop machine on a dash. Oh, it wasn't a dash. That's great.
I've got my eyes on.
Suleiman, my friend, my brave soldier. You are also hurt. I'm just gonna retreat you here for a bit.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
And I'm gonna keep you in Overwatch as well. Oh, now that's weird. So that must mean that we have guys up on top of the roof here, which is making me extremely nervous. Because we don't have any guys this way, because we're over here. Olsen, I'd like you to come. This is risky. No, I don't want to take that risk with him. Here we go. I'm gonna move up to full cover here. There, I'm happy with that. Now I can start infiltrating my guys back inside this way. Because I know that I have a clear path. You can see this game is pretty tactical. We're only on the first mission here. And, it gets tough. Does not get easier than this, that's for sure.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Suleiman. Get up here on the... I don't even know what that is. We're in a fast food restaurant.
I've got a visual.
Oh, okay. Now these guys just appeared out of nowhere.
No longer a threat. X-ray on the move.
That's bizarre. Okay. So, I haven't seen that happen before. But I don't like it. So they just kind of busted right in here. And they have us all flanked. So this round's going to be very, very important. Normally, if I get right next to them, should be able to take them out. 100% chance to hit, 60% critical, so we should be good.
I'm about to start keeping score.
There's one. We're gonna try the same thing here. Let's open the door first. Oh, I can't. He'll kick the door in, probably. But the reason it's only 56% is because he's still behind this cover. Awesome. And by awesome, I mean that is probably the worst thing that could have happened right there. Okay, I'm gonna have her. I would like to keep her behind some type of... Here we go. I should still have a shot through the door. I'd use a grenade, but it'll blow up my guy too. Okay, so that's trouble.
Ah, damn it.
Big time trouble. Solomon, I'm counting on you here, buddy. I don't know if you can shoot from there. There we can. Alright. Low percentage, but we gotta go for it. Nope.
Oh, damn it.
So he's running away. That's interesting. Overwatch. Okay. That I can handle. Except for the fact that if I move out of this cover, that thing's probably gonna get a shot at me. You know what? It's grenade time.
Throwing grenade.
Boom!
Good work out there, Strike One.
There we go.
Commander, the labs are on high alert. Teams are standing by for your orders. We can begin researching the newly recovered artifacts immediately.
Okay, so there it is. We've successfully completed our first mission. After this, I'll walk you guys through the base a little bit in a separate episode, which I'll publish right after this. And in that next episode, I'll be naming some of the recruits. I also want to add that this is some of the information that you're going to want to use in your journals, your journal entries. Write down what operation it was. You can see that at the top here, what the location was, and how many kills you got, which you can see on some other screens that'll show you, things like that. So have fun with it, guys.